Expanding to more theaters today from Universal Pictures is Steven Spielberg's newest movie, The Fabelmans, and here's my review. Ever since he first picked up a camera, Spielberg has entertained people with his amazing storytelling skills and impressive use of the cinematic art form. He has given us magical experiences along with showing how humanity can survive in dark times. Creating a film inspired by his own life must have been a massive undertaking for Spielberg, but he pulls it off wonderfully. Even beyond the Spielberg connections, The Fabelmans is a compelling story of a young man dealing with his parents slowly pulling apart and trying to explore his passion. Anyone familiar with Spielberg's life will be able to pick out the elements from his own story on the screen. Whether it's being amazed by Cecil B. DeMille's The Greatest Show on Earth or putting together his first movie about World War II, it can be fun to pinpoint these key events. However, Spielberg also knows not to get cheeky and depicts the story with the needed naturalism. The family dynamics are well portrayed, and these combine well with Sammy Fabelman's growing love for filmmaking. While there are plenty of scenes focused on the magic of movies, Spielberg is primarily intent on showing the harsh reality of his home and school life. The Fabelmans is essentially a film about Spielberg confronting his own relationship with his parents. Both of Sammy's parents are flawed figures who are also trying to do the best they can as they deal with the various problems that arise. With his mother, played very well by Michelle Williams, there's an understanding of mental illness, how that can affect an individual. Meanwhile, the father, portrayed by Paul Dano, is someone who continually uproots his family when the opportunity arises in his engineering job. The absentee father is a common theme in Steven Spielberg's movies, and here we have him in his later years attempting to understand why Arnold Spielberg was so focused on his work and had few qualms about moving to a new place. The way the film confronts anti-Semitism is well handled. The family's Judaism is frequently mentioned throughout the film, and in those high school scenes, Spielberg shows the alienation he felt as he grappled with being an outcast. Gabriel LaBelle deserves a lot of credit for his performance, as he depicts the pain felt by Sammy both at school and at home. Meanwhile, the joy Spielberg must have had when recreating his pre-Hollywood movies comes through in those scenes of both their production and the eventual screening. The Fabelmans represents yet another remarkable achievement in Steven Spielberg's incredible career. It's probably one of his most inspiring movies, as it shows that even one of the most successful directors in film history had to deal with family troubles and rejection before eventually making his way to the top. You feel Sammy's passion through every scene in this film, and you are sympathetic towards his parents even when they make colossal mistakes. The film works whether you're familiar with Spielberg's life or not, as he and co-writer Tony Kushner still make sure to put together a well-structured story. Steven Spielberg deserves to be considered one of the great storytellers of the last 50 years, and The Fabelmans continues his ability at drawing us into the lives of his characters, even when they're just regular people with not an alien or robot in sight.